Yo, what is up guys? It is Classic here bringing you guys another tutorial here about 3D motion tracking in After Effects and Buju and then Cinema 4D and then back to After Effects just to add some final touches on it. So first here I just have this little cinematic here that I just recorded in BO2, so I'm just going to go ahead and pre-compose this and just trim it up just a teeny bit. Right about there. That looks pretty good for right now. So we have our little motion track right here. And first of all, we are just going to go to Composition, Add to Render Queue, and we're going to go to JPEG Sequence, and then we're going to go to Best Settings, and make sure this is at 59.94. And then we're going to go and just make a new folder and call this TUT for the sake of the tutorial here. And save the picture sequence there and just render. I like just hitting caps lock, holding down caps lock while stuff renders. It makes stuff render a lot faster. So yeah, I will be right back once we get into Buju. Yo, what is up guys? So I am back now, and I'm just going to go, I've opened up Buju here, and I'm just going to go to Import Sequence, Browse Network, and I'm going to go to very bottom here and click TUT. Okay. And my sequence should pop up right here. Click on the first one and just hit open. And then right here at frame rate, make sure it is at 59.94 and then hit apply. And then do that once more just to make sure it is there. Because sometimes the way Buju works is it takes it apart. You just have to do it twice just to make sure it actually works. So make sure the frame rate is actually at 59.94 frames, and then you can go ahead and close that. And just go ahead and click Track Feature, Advanced, Sensitive, and then never click fast tracking, because then it makes the tracking points not near as detailed and not near as smooth. So make sure that's not tracked. I know it's like, oh, it's faster, yeah, but it won't be near as good. So make sure that you ramp the sensitivity all the way to the max and just keep everything else thing the same and hit start. So I'm going to let this go, and this should go just like this. But I'm going to stop this, and I will be back once it is done. Yo, what is up guys? So I am back here, and I have the tracking has finished. So you have all these little tracking points all around the map. So I'm just going to go and go to Camera Solve, Optimize Camera Path Smoothness, and start. And for the second time, I'm going to pause this, and I will be back once it is done. Okay, actually it's going to be done really quick. Never mind, I think I'm just going to wait till it is done. I didn't think it was going to finish that fast, but it looks like it's going pretty quick here. Actually, I will be right back. Alright, so what is up guys? I am back here, and I have the finished product here, and I just have all these little tracking points here. So if you look closely, you have these, even though they're hard to see, they are there. So go ahead and go to Scene Geometry, go to Add Coordinate from Hint, and then make sure it's on Origin, the first one. And for the first one, I'm just going to click right about, just click right there. And go Connect to Selected, and then Add Coordinate from Hint goes X-axis, and let's just you can't see it on my second monitor here, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it right there, I guess. Fuck, that's annoying. Sorry about that. I have two monitors, so when I drag something on there, I expect you to be able to see it, but I'm only being able to record this monitor I'm on. So let's just go right here, and I'm going to start it off. Let's make this a pretty long one in case we want to make it longer. I'm going to click from the bottom of the back of the sailboat to right there. Connect to Selected, Add Coordinate from Hint, and then go to Z-axis and click from right there. There's two good tracking points right there. Up and down, and Connect to Selected, Update Coordinate Frame, and then close. And go ahead and add a test object just to see if it's pretty straight. I mean, that's basic. I mean, that is perfectly there. I mean, it's not only is it not moving, like, that is perfectly right in the middle, facing outwards. So I mean, that is as best as it's gonna get. So yeah, so just go ahead and go to File, Save. In case anything's going wrong, this will not go wrong. It's perfect. I'm just saying, in case it is, go ahead and do that. There's no reason not to. I'm just gonna save it there. So unfile, saved. and then that's just saved in case we need to. And then make the scale scene by 100, and go to export type, make sure it's on Cinema 4D, and then go to here, save it in the same spot, and then hit make sure it's always by 100, and then save. It should load, and yeah, I'll be back once I'm in Cinema 4D. So what is up, guys? I am back here in Cinema 4D right now, and I have the project file open, and this is what it should look like once you get in here. You should have some tracking points right there on the screen, nothing too much to it. Should be pretty basic as of right now. But what you're going to go up here and click on this icon right here. Well, not that icon, don't click on it, but hold down on it and pull down. It should pull down this drop down menu. Hold down and then go to background. Just fill in a background and then double click in this box right here and create a new material, and then right here on texture, load image, and then click, oh, that's a different motion track, tut, click the first one, open, double click the image, animation, calculate, and go ahead and click off specular. That just adds a white circle right in the middle, if you can tell, and I'll put it back on. Adds the white circle. It is not needed, and it actually deteriorates the quality of the cinematic. So go ahead and take that off, and yeah, add this right onto the background. So now you should see that you have this very nice motion track right there if you followed everything correctly. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go to MoGraph, add a MoText in here. And it might not be perfectly centered like that. Mine is just a little off on its orientation. So what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to name this Classic. Let's just name it Classic here and go to this font. I'm just going to use a really basic font called Typograph Pro. It doesn't really matter what font it is for the sake of this tutorial, but for my sake, I'm just going to use a basic one, Typograph Pro. Make the depth about 50. Give it a nice depth here, and then grab this orientation tool here and pull it up, and then pull it forward like that. So that looks pretty good right there. Pretty good centered, everything like that. It's not moving. It's stuck right there. I might move it over just because of the sailboat is right there. I think I'm going to move it over right in the middle a little more here. Switch it one more time. So I mean, it's not moving at all. You do have a little bit of 3D on this boat here that if it was too close it might mess it up, but it is not. So we are going to go ahead and start adding lights. For this, I'm just going to change its orientation like this, sideways like this, and go up here to the light tool and just add our first light here. It's very annoying, but lighting is the #1 thing to do in a motion track, and it's the biggest and most important thing you can do in the motion track. So I have one light right above it here, and I'm just going to go to the frontal or top view for this here and zoom out, find my light. Actually, I'm going to go to front view here so I can see it right about there. Just call it right there. Just put it right above the A-ish. Looks about right. Call it right about there. Go back into here, and then just hold down Control and Control V. Pull one over, just directly over like that. Control C, Control V. Pull one over to the other end of it, just to the outsides of it, like that, and then highlight them all. Control C, Control V, and just duplicate them, but this time drag them down below. And this time, while they're all highlighted, you go ahead and make this around 45. Brings down the brightness just quite a bit. And now we have a pretty good motion track. These are off just a teeny bit, so I'm just going to fix these up here. And highlight the first three again, and pull them over some. Sorry, they are not quite centered. It takes a little bit of time to play with the lights. Like I said, for every motion track though, it is different. But I'm here just to teach you the basics, and then you go out and you learn how to do it, the hard stuff on your own. Because the hard stuff takes too long to explain. So just like that, that looks looking pretty good here. Just on the sides. I'm just gonna go ahead and duplicate this. Lighting, like I said, is the most important thing in a motion track. So yeah, we just have it where this is classic. I know it's pretty basic and pretty plain, but what we are do to it, we will make it look pretty good. So right here is we're just gonna go up to the shape here and click sphere. I'm just gonna drag it right in the middle here. And I, for one, I'm just going to grab the object pool thing, and I'm just going to make it a big sphere here, and I'm just going to swivel around it and make sure none of the text is out of it, which it is not. So right there, it is motion track still, and then right click on this and go to Cinema 4D tags, compositing, and then go to blank blank, check off cast shadows, reveal shadows seen by camera, and then compositing background is all you need for that. And then just grab this texture, your background texture, and drag it onto the ball or this sphere, and double click on this, or click on this once, and then go to tag and make sure it says spherical. There it is, like that. And then let's just pre-render it and see what it looks like. So you don't have any texture on this, and I actually am going to make this text a bit bigger because it is not big enough. Let's make this 600. That's pretty big. Let's bring that down to about 400. That's a little bit better, just so we can see all of the adjustments that we are doing here. Make sure that, yep, none of the text is still showing. And for this, since we obviously cannot edit the text when it's like this, double click on the top arrow, top dot on top of the thing, and we can just hold it down like that. And now we are going to have to relight it just a teeny bit, not a lot, but just I'm going to actually delete all this. And for the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to actually give you guys a light pack also. So I'm just going to go to right here, and then I'm going to go to merge layer. I'm going to grab a light pack just to make this go by a little bit easier. Lighting studios. Let's just drag a nice lighting studio in here. I don't want the camera, but I will highlight all of this. And actually, that might be pretty good already, depending on... Let's go around a little bit. Actually, I don't know about this. I'm actually just going to take out this lighting pack. I'm not a big fan of this one. I'm going to merge again and find a different lighting pack. Sorry, I know this is not the best tutorial, but I hope I can give you guys an idea of how I do my motion tracks. This is one that my friends sent me a long time ago, but it is a great motion track. Just a quick, easy lighting pack here. I think it looks really nice once you get it centered here. And the sword logo is in here for one thing, and that is to know where exactly that you want your lighting object to be, right in the middle here. So right about there, probably just about right, and you can go ahead, and I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate this. That's what I like to do, and I like to grab this and pull it down all the way to about 180, and then flip it back to a 90, just to give it some side lighting, just about right there. And then you can go ahead and highlight all the extrude NURBS here and delete that for the sword logo, because that will not be needed. And delete that, and then go ahead and click out of it like that. I mean, that is about as best of as lighting you're going to get without spending a long time on it. And that is a pretty good amount of lighting for what it is. I'm actually just going to make a little more depth on this, but let's try 100 here. And that's pretty good. So yeah. And also I will have this texture pack along with the lighting and everything else in the description. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and throw on, sec. Grab this gray or metal, or one of these here in a minute. I'm let them load here, and I want to find a chrome. I'm just going, okay, is it not going to let me select that? So right here, I'm going to grab the black here, and I'm going to drag it onto the text. I was attempting to drag it onto the text, and type right here, cubic, and click right here in the selection, and type in capital C1. And then we'll make it just where the front of it is. Also, go ahead and click on this, and go to caps, fillet cap, and yeah, if you did that correctly, it should look pretty good here. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and import my Chrome motion track stuff here. Let's just present that one in here. We're going to put that on here as well. This time we're going to drag it right behind there. And if it did it correctly, I should have Chrome on the sides and then black on the front. So if I go forward here, stop it right in the middle here. I'm just going to get a quick pre-render here. There you go. You have a pretty good looking motion track right here. I'm just going to go ahead and take off the lighting just so I don't see it. It is bugging me. Just little things. And if you want to, not that, click on this again. Pull it out. I'm going to pull it out just a teeny bit. And let's go to 200 on that depth just to give it a little bit more of a shine. And I want to make the horizontal spacing about 5 just so the lighting gets all the chrome in this bit. I'm going to actually ramp that up just about a 10. A little bit of spacing there so the lighting hits all the chrome and you should see it. I mean, that is a pretty good looking motion track right there. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this. And you can, I think I'm going to go up just because I have the depth so big to around 15. Just so you can really make sure that there's spaces in between the letters. Because if there's not and you have a pretty good depth from a certain angle, it will look like there's no space in between it, and that's not what you want. But that is looking pretty good right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and render this out and import it into After Effects. Sorry there, and I will be back once I'm in After Effects. Thanks for watching. Yo, what is up, guys? Sorry, I am back. I figured out how to go over render settings and such in After Effects. So right here is this is your basic render settings. Go to right here and make sure it is on film. And then HDV/HDTV 720. Click that and then go to save as QuickTime movie, and then go to options. Make sure it is on best, because I know if you have a bad computer, I don't want to say bad computer, but if you don't have as nice of a computer or as enough RAM, it will not let you render at such quality. So make sure it is on best, and make sure you're rendering at a 59.9 frames per second. Hit OK. And then go to multipass, or not multipass, excuse me, anti-antilism or whatever, fucking whatever. You know what I'm saying? Anti-alisting. But yeah, go here and then go to best and then go to 2x2. It curves out the edges on the object. Go to effect, ambient occlusion, and global illumination. Sorry, it is 3:03 here in the morning. I am really tired and I needed to get out of the tutorial, so that is what I am doing. But yeah, these are my basic render settings. It does take a while, just to warn you, but it does help out in the long run. And also, this is a 0 from 520, 512 clip, so make sure that when you output is from 0 to whatever frame this ends on. And go ahead and save it and then render it out. So I will be back when we are in After Effects. What is up, guys? I am back here and the motion track is just finished. I'm just going to exit that, save it again, and exit again, and close that, and go ahead and open this After Effects on up. I'm sorry for the lengthy tutorial that we have going here. It is going to probably break around 25 minutes. I am sorry for that, but it is going to be a pretty accurate tutorial about how I make my motion tracks. There's a few things I left out just for my sake, just to keep my motion tracks different than everybody else's. But I'm importing this, pre-composing it, and right here you got this motion track. That depth, that's pretty big. I did not think about that until I started rendering, and I was like, holy shit, that's some big depth. So, but anyways, no worries, I'm not too worried about it. And yeah, we have this nice little motion track right here. Not too bad. I know the time on it is only around 3 seconds, but that will be fixed. So we are going to go to 1 second, just so you don't see as much of the depth. I don't want to shoot this. Fuck it, you're gonna see it all. But right here, we're just gonna right here go click adjustment layer. You don't have to, but I like to, and go to transform over here in your effects and presets. No plugins are needed for this. Go ahead and scale this up to about let's go to 140. Oh, that is ridiculous. 130. And then rotation, let's go, do we want to go -15. Go 140 on the scale. And then keyframe the rotation and the scale. And then we go to the very end of it. And then pull it back to 100. And then 0. And the reason this is because you don't want any stopping points in the cinematic, even if it looks like there is none. It gives it this very clean and brisk motion. So if I went ahead and put a new adjustment layer and attached my CC to it, I don't like this CC, but it is one that some people like. I want to add animation, apply animation, presets. Sorry. I will also be having a preset pack come out here very shortly with all these presets packs in it, and I have tons of people's preset packs in it that I'm gonna give away slightly of just all the presets that I have collected over the years. But here you go. Here's my little CC that I like for rap edits. But you can see it twists out very easily. And also, do not make your depth 100. I wasn't thinking when I did that. Keep it below 50 usually. And but yeah, it looks really good. Like the shine on it, if you can't tell from the big depth angle, it looks absolutely great from all the reflection. I mean, that's some great text you have right there. That is a great motion track. And of course, I just wrote classic on it for the tut. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Please make sure to drop a like and comment. And this will be a motion track template in the description if you would like to have it. It will be in the description in a zip file, so you just download this. It will have the peak sequence in it, along with the Cinema 4D file, so you can just open them all up, and you can have this whole thing right here. But I really hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.